Five Out Basketball, 5 segments, 5 takes. This is the podcast for NBA conversations. This is 5 Out Basketball, and it starts in 3, 2, 1.
We will move on not to the coaches segment because for the first time in 5 Out history, we have 2-player breakdowns, and we are breaking down the 2 most exciting players this postseason.
Low key.
Because Everton can't relate to this, but us short kings are back, and that is all due to Jalen fucking Brunson. Jalen Brunson has recorded the craziest statistic we've seen since 1993, ladies and gentlemen. 39 points, 13 assists. 47 points, 10 assists. 40 points, 10 assists. 41 points, 12 assists. He is the first player since 1993 Michael Jordan to score 39 points in 4 straight playoff games, and he did it with double-digit assists. What the fuck, Everton? What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
And you want to know what's crazy? The crazy part about all this is, and this is going to be the main talking point about this segment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jalen Brunson's a star. He's short. Can we bury that awful take now? Because Jalen Brunson's a star.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to address? Okay.
Yeah, address the claims.
So obviously the claims where he's not a star or he's not, okay. I want to be specific here though.
Mm-hmm.
The original real take was like guys like him, like shorter guys, outside of guys like Stephen Curry, haven't really seen crazy success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like championship level success. Like maybe you have an AI who's made the finals, blah, blah, blah. But outside of like realistically in the last few years, like Steph can't really get too far with somebody who's under 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to people who say he's not a star, that's just false. Anybody who doesn't consider him a star, you're just lying to yourself. Like he's definitely a star. And he's getting close to that superstar range. Honestly, it depends on what you consider a superstar, but we're talking about a guy who's been performing in the playoffs the past 2 years as a number 1 option. Oh my gosh, I need to stop looking at this damn fall.
Yeah.
We're talking about a guy who's performed in the playoffs the past 2 years, and this season in regular season, I didn't even realize how good his numbers were, but 29 points per game, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 48% from the field, 40% from 3, 85% from the line. I did not realize this dude was averaging damn near 30 and 8, bro. And 7. It's insane. On good efficiency too. Look, say what you want. He's getting close to that. I think he's definitely asserted himself as a top 15 player. Like, if you're saying he's not top 15, you might be lying to yourself, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. But top 10, I don't know. That's a bit of a harder one to discuss. But I think he's definitely becoming a top 15 player.
Yeah, I think he's super effing close. It's really going to come down to how he performs against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals because that's 100% happening.
Yeah.
Like, not to spoil a future segment, but I think we have 2 sweeps coming in the East. You can sit out there now. But Jalen Brunson is freaking incredible for what he can do for his size. Like, he always knows when there's going to be someone right behind him, so he knows where to get the foul there. Like, his positioning, you can make an argument it's the best in the league because he always knows what to do, and that's why he's been able to be so good for his size, English. And what's really been impressive for me with Jalen Brunson is not dogging on Julius Randle because he's missed half the season. That's the main reason I'm saying this. Jalen Brunson has to be the guy. Like, the Nuggets don't have a second option. And so the fact that Knicks are still seeing the success, and it's all due to Jalen Brunson. Like, he deserves his flowers. Can we please give it to him?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to dog on Julius Randle, but what did I say before the playoffs?
It was said.
Okay, you got to reason with me here. Do you think the Knicks would have won in 6 if Julius Randle was playing?
I thought Everton was talking bullshit earlier, but I think I'm starting to agree.
You see, like, it's not even the dog on him, but in some of those games I'm watching, and I'm like, yo, if Julius Randle was on the court right now, he probably would have took a dumb ass shot right here. Like,
isn't that crazy that we're watching the most intense first round series we've seen in a long time? To Everton saying like, man, Julius Randle would do some dumb shit right now.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just watching them because okay, let me bring up the playoff numbers just to get that out the way with Jalen Brunson. He averaged 35, 4.5 boards, and 9 assists. The efficiency, 43%, 30%, and 78. Let's be honest. if you don't know, this was a very defensively heavy series. Like
Mm,
compared to all the other series, this was like both teams are good defensively. So
mm,
most of the guys are gonna struggle anyway. So and I go like 35-9 is just crazy. Unless you're shooting legit like 20 or I don't know sub 40, I'm gonna have to say something. But 43 as a guard, I'm not gonna shit on you too much.
mm,
Um, but yeah, I think he did the best he could.
mm.
And look where it got him. They won in 6 in a series where Tyrese Maxey had a freaking 50 ball. Joel Embiid had a 50 ball. Like he did what he could to lead his team as the lone star because it's really just Jalen Brunson and a bunch of really good role players. Like if we're
Really
being
good.
honest.
See, thank you for saying that because like I've had some conversation with my friends back at home, and
Mhm.
like Trey, like OG Anunoby's a legit second option. I was like, okay, calm down. I love OG
No,
Anunoby. He cannot be your second scorer on a
no,
championship team. It just can't happen.
no.
And that's why if I'm a Knicks fan, like I know you want to win the finals. I still think they're going to the finals. I'm not backing up on that claim. But
Mhm.
knowing you have Julius Randle and trade assets for a star just brings a smile to your face.
Yeah.
Because
And they have a lot of picks too.
the Knicks will, yeah, because they didn't trade any of them for OG.
Mhm.
This team has a second star in the making, so New York's gonna be special. But what Jalen Brunson has done this season has proven that like you can still win with one guy. I'm so impressed with him because the big thing that I think is improving the regular season, and I feel kind of bogus to talk about this for Anthony Edwards as well. Jalen Brunson wasn't the greatest passer in the regular season, but Jalen Brunson has improved a lot this postseason, guys, especially going against a really good defensive team in Philadelphia that was throwing like 6'7", 6'8" wings on him. He was still able to
Mhm.
find the openings and still help out his teammates throughout the playoffs. Jalen Brunson's evolving to an all-around great point guard. The numbers are showing it. The gameplay is showing it. So I have a question for you, Everton.
Yeah.
Where does he rank amongst point guards in the NBA?
I think he's clearly
Is he
top
clear
10.
four? Clearly top 10 point guard. I hope so.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we got that out the way.
Oh, wow! It scared me. I was like, dude, if people don't think Jalen Brunson's a top 10 point guard in the league, they're
you
uncalibrated.
never know. There's some people. Well, that's probably rage bait or
Mm.
clickbait if I were to see something like that. But I think,
I think he's clear 4. And he's going to be 3 after next season when Stephen Curry has a little bit of a dip.
oh, you're already okay. You should have saved that for a hot take.
No, I'm saving it for now. We're doing a Brunson episode.
You're right. That's
It's
true.
Luka, Shea, Curry, Brunson.
Yeah, I think that's the clear top 4. I don't think any other point guard. I mean, you could mention Trey Young, but I think he's past Trey Young.
He's
You
past
could
Trey
mention
Young.
Halliburton, but I think he's past Tyrese Halliburton.
I think I had
Um,
Halliburton originally in my ratings, but after the injury, Halliburton just had a slump after the injury.
yeah, and even in these playoffs, he was like, he had the game winner, but like, let's
Yeah.
call a spade a spade.
Uh-huh.
He was decent.
Yeah, and what New York's about to do to him is going to be scary.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, his chain might get took.
Yeah, they
Well, it
might be
kind of
putting
already
him
got
on
took.
they might be putting him on a legal pornographic website for what they
Yeah.
want to do to this man.
But yeah, outside of like those names, I can't think of other point guards that like you could even throw in
De'Aaron
the convo.
Fox.
Nah, Jalen Brunson's still better than De'Aaron Fox.
Dude, some people might say Jamal Murray, and that's gonna really tick me off.
The thing is, you can't even argue with Jamal Murray, but like it's Jalen Brunson's better than Jamal Murray.
Mhm.
But if I'm have a team, I pick Jamal just because we know what I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on how my team is set up.
Okay.
If I have a clear number one, Jamal's a really good second option. If I
Yeah.
need that number one, Jalen Brunson's probably my pick.
That I can understand that's a little more reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, Jalen Brunson, his pros, he can score at all 3 levels. He's starting to pass. Even when they put these like 6'8" defenders on them, he knows how to maneuver. Best
Mm-hmm.
positioning in the NBA. He knows when he can attack the rim. He knows when he needs to back up and shoot. I don't know how to describe the move of what it's called, but like when he speeds past his defender and he just like slows down a little bit, then gets like the foul.
Yeah.
I don't know what that move's called. I'm not sure if it's even named yet, but Jalen Brunson has specialized the move, and
D
people are
Wade.
definitely gonna the D
It's got to be
Wade.
I mean, I used to see D Wade do that all the time, where he'd like get in front of the defender and then like do this and like
Yeah,
do that. So maybe the D. I don't know.
I mean they're both lightning quick, so that would make sense. So they mastered
Yeah.
that move.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a cone on defense like some of these other point guards in the league. He's not fantastic or nothing, but he's not useless.
Yeah.
There's not really a major flaw I see in Jalen Brunson's game right now.
Oh, I got a question for you.
I should have
This
an
just
answer.
came up in my head. Jalen Brunson or 2017 Isaiah Thomas?
Jalen Brunson, get that shit out of my face.
Oh, okay. That was quick. I thought you were gonna think about that one. Okay,
No,
okay.
That was Mickey Mouse. That was so Mickey Mouse.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to root for our short Kings, but Isaiah Thomas, he had his 1 year run.
Two year.
I guess peak, you can make an argument that Isaiah Thomas is more fun, but he wasn't having the success Jalen Brunson was having in the playoffs.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Especially defensively.
Shiver me timbers. But overall, we need to make it clear. We've hyped up 2 guys in the league, arguably our favorite players. Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brunson are them. Thank you so much for tuning into this segment of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey, the Master, LeMaster, and me and Everton are so thankful for your guys' support. If you want to keep supporting us, please check out the full podcast on Spotify and follow our TikTok account. Both of those will be in the bio, and make sure to leave a like and stay smooth.